Chase, I don't often put on a suit for an interview, but when you make that catch at the 50-yard line, I thought maybe I should show up and look a little professional. How has the process of evaluating the game against Utah, digesting it, and then trying to move on from it been for you this week?
Yeah, I mean, it was such a fun game, such a historic game, really, and the way that it happened, I mean, it was just super fun, and we enjoyed it. We watched it Monday and were able to dissect it and get better and learn from our mistakes, but also look at the fun stuff and the catches we made and the game-winning field goal, and we cheered, and it was awesome. But come Tuesday, we were locked in on Kansas, and today's been a Wednesday practice, so it was awesome, and it was exciting to get focused on Kansas and get going. So.
I do need to ask you about one specific play on the catch that I was just referencing, because Jake Retzloff talked to me about it. He said JoJo goes up and kind of then almost realizes that maybe you're behind him, and he pulls his arms back down. So what did you see on that play specifically?
Yeah, I mean, I knew Jake was getting me the ball. I had an opening, I just needed to work the safety. It made me come a little bit across the field, which JoJo was right there, and it kind of looked a little hairy to whether it was to him or me. But I was able to make the play, and we were able to go down and score. So that's the biggest thing. You look at all the other plays that went on during that drive, and each one was just so critical. Darius's catch right after, Folau's run right after to get us in field goal range, and then obviously the kick by Will. So it was just a great team effort. Jake did a great job staying poised, and we ultimately won the game, which was the biggest part. So
I have a lot of people asking me, Spencer, how is BYU 9-0? Because between Baylor and Oklahoma State and Utah, it's just one play here and there. So as you see it, how is BYU able to be in this position still unbeaten?
I think if you were in the huddle before these drives that we went on and scored, you would feel the same, like we're going to win this game. And I think the whole feeling on the sideline, our preparation, we just knew that there was no way that we were going to lose. And I think that's just the faith and the preparation that we've done beforehand to give us that faith and that confidence going into the game, going into those specific drives in the 2-minute drill, whatever it is, to go win the game. We just have the confidence in every single one of each other to go and to score points and win the game. So it's pretty special. Nobody really understands, but when you are in the huddle and you're there, you understand and you feel it. So.
You just mentioned Kansas. Clearly the page has been turned to preparation for the Jayhawks, and they're coming off their best game and performance of the season. So from what you have seen from Kansas, what stands out specifically from their defense?
Yeah, they're just tough, physical. I remember last year we had a tough time just running routes and getting off the corners, and they're just good players. So we need to be sound, do our job, do what we've been doing, making big plays, making explosive plays, and getting the run game going. So as we do what we've been doing, we'll score points and we'll be okay. But they are a great team, so we gotta execute.
What do they do that might be a little bit different than any other team you have played against this season?
I think that they're just all around, like they're just a sound defense all around. I don't know if there's anything crazy different from other teams that we've played. Their corners are really, really good, maybe some of the best that we have faced this season. So we just need to win our matchups and keep doing what we're doing. But I wouldn't say there's anything crazy, outrageous that we need to prepare for. So.
What's the key to the key to preparing to play in what's going to be the coldest game of the season to date?
Yeah, I think we have the advantage on that. They're coming probably from 65, 70-degree weather. So we're used to it. We know what we need to do, and we need to stay warm on the sideline, get next to those warm benches, and just keep making plays, get that momentum going, get the crowd fired up. And as long as we have that going for us, we'll stay warm, and we'll keep our adrenaline there, you know. So we're excited, and rain or snow, whatever, you know our fight song, we just fight and we win. So
Chase Roberts is with us on BYU Sports Nation. You see BYU pop up at number 6 in last night's college football playoff poll. What does that mean at this juncture of the season to be in that position, pacing for the dreams that you guys are all carrying together as a locker room?
Yeah, it's amazing. I think a lot of us aren't super surprised, honestly. I think we knew we would be at this point at the beginning of the season. So we're just taking it game by game, and this is our Super Bowl against Kansas. So once all is said and done, that's when we'll celebrate everything and look back and be like, wow. But right now it's just game by game, and we're putting in the work each practice, each lift, each film session, whatever we have. We're just focused on Kansas this week.
What did you learn from the Utah game specifically that you feel like will make your offense better against Kansas and for the remaining games?
Yeah, I think we just need to settle down, knowing that, the crowd was wild that game. It was loud, and we were a little tense. And I think as we just settle down and do our assignments, get more physical than they are, then we'll be less rushed. And I think as we do our assignment sound, be assignment sound and calm down a little bit, then we'll just run through our teams, and the teams we play. So we're excited for Kansas and just to settle down and get back to our offense.
Walk us through a typical film session with Fesi Satake. What's the atmosphere and the culture like in that wide receivers room as you're breaking down film from a game?
Yeah, it's so fun. It's very. I wish everyone could come join in on one of our film sessions, because we start off playing basketball and doing competitions, but it is awesome because right as we're done with that, we lock in and we dial into what we need to get done, what we need to fix, and then we go apply it onto the field. And Fessi's done a great job with that and making sure that we do improve every practice and are learning and growing as receivers. So. But we also play that trivia games and stuff, which make it fun and not as stressful as you might think that meetings are, So it keeps everything exciting during the season, which we need. So
every player, every team, they have some people that keep them humble, that keep them in check. So who are those people for Chase Roberts in your life right now?
I think my mom does a great job of keeping me humble. Just my parents are awesome. They obviously tell me how amazing I am, and they're my parents, but they do also a great job of making sure that I don't get too, high. What do you call it? Yeah, boastful, I guess. It's awesome to have great parents that understand and know what you need. So I would credit that to my parents.
What's your message to all of Cougar Nation, especially those that may be a little hesitant to show up because it's going to be cold on Saturday night?
I don't think they're going to have a problem. I think they're going to be there. So, and you better not prove me wrong. So that's they'll be there. We're excited, and it's going to be loud and rocking. So I'm excited.
Chase, we appreciate the time. All of the BYU Sports Nation karma we can muster up to you and the Cougars as you seek to get win number 10 in Super Bowl number 10.
That's right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.